It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Showtime! Geno Jones. See that? That's me. Geno Jones, Showtime. Monday through Friday. Hey, it's Friday. Yes, TGIF. Thank God it is a Friday. Yay, Friday. So the first full work week of 2026. Oh, my God, it's been a hell of a week. It's been tragic in many ways. But like I said, we're going to rebuke the enemy. We're going to rebuke the negative energy, burn the sage, or just as my grandmother would say, we rebuke the enemy. Satan, I rebuke you in the name of the Lord, or whoever you worship, we're going to rebuke the negative energy, the negative people, the bad spirits, the bad vibes. We're going to love on each other. We're going to love on ourselves. And if you don't have anybody to love on you, love on yourself this weekend. Unplug from the madness. Find something. Find somebody. Do something. Do somebody that brings you joy, love, and happiness, and all that good stuff. Monday through Friday. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 Central Time, 4:30 on the West Coast. Tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe and share the episode. You can share it, or you can tag everybody you know. Share and tag on their social media pages. Shout out to one of my former sponsors, Corey. Happy birthday to my friend Corey. She's doing her thing. Everybody else celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday. Let's see here. It's still Sagittarius. My Sagittariuses, Capricorns, right around the corner, get ready to stand up. The show is interactive, so everybody that's watching me live Friday night, if you're watching me in real time right now, Friday night, feel free. Say hi to me, or if you want me to say hello, hi to you, jump in my chat room. You see it's below where it says chat, just jump in there, or it may be on the side. Maybe. It might be on the side. You see it says live chat. Jump in there and just type in your name. If you want me to shout you out, somebody's got a birthday or anniversary, they retired, they found a job, whatever. They got a new man, they finally got a man, they finally got a woman. They got rid of the lousy one they had. Whatever you got going on, it is all good. I'd love to shout you out. Let me know where you're watching and how you're watching me. On your TV, on your tablet, or on your tablet, on your TV, on the treadmill, got your earbuds in, at the gate, at the airport, at your gate, waiting on your flight. Maybe you can get internet and you can watch me while you're flying on the flight, right? You pay for that internet. Doesn't matter, wherever you are watching, I am happy to have you. You could be doing the laundromat thing, wherever. Maybe you're sitting waiting for somebody somewhere. You got me on your phone or your tablet. It is all good in the neighborhood. So I had some things I wanted to talk to you and tell everybody about early in the weekend. We had a horrible story that happened with Renee Nicole Good. I'll get back to that, and just because you gotta be sick and tired of being sick and tired and mad as hell. If you really like pissed off and fed up with this shit, we got to put an end to this, all this madness. I'm going to get to that. First of all, let me shout out Miss Mary J. Blige. She's got a new Lifetime movie coming, I believe, in February. As a matter of fact, she just, I guess, redid her deal or extended. She had a movie. So she released 3 movies that's been shown on Lifetime already. So apparently she worked out another deal or got an extension. So she's going to be doing 3 more movies with the Lifetime Network. The first one, I believe, comes out in February. Mary J. Blige presents Be Happy. Like all the movies that have been like song titles from one of her previous songs. This is one of 3 new original movies Mary is doing for Lifetime. Tisha Campbell and Mekhi Phifer are going to be starring in Be Happy. And that's great advice. That's what I want to tell everybody. I don't care what you do, who it is. Make sure that you are be happy. Be happy. Hello there to my #1 fan. How are you, mother? I love you. And everybody else, you can start the conversation or join the conversation in the chat room. Let me know who you are and where you are watching from. It's a big Mary J fan. So I think I saw one of the movies, but big shout out to Mary, because she said that she's done her last tour. But we'll see, because a lot of times, I remember Jay-Z said he was not going to tour anymore. He did his last tour, then he went back out. Even Prince was like, oh, this is going to be my last tour, then he went back out. I'd love to see Mary again. So we'll see. But if nothing else, we can see her movies. I've had the honor to see her several times. So shout out to the queen of hip-hop soul, Miss Mary J. Blige. It's been a lot of talk, so I got to talk about this. And I meant to do it earlier. And then, like I said, we had this horrible tragedy in Minneapolis. Also, 2 people have been shot in Portland, Oregon. And there was a brother, a black man, that was shot and killed. And nobody seems to be talking about this. New Year's Eve by an ICE agent in Los Angeles. So that these criminals, they are out of control, completely out of control. I'll get back to that. Shout out to Pastor Jamal Bryant and his queen, his wife, who's also she's I believe a pastor, a reverend, and a doctor, Karri Bryant. I saw them on my girl Tamron Hall's show, and everybody's been talking about this dress. So it was black, and it was like black lace, but it had it was a flesh tone covering underneath the black lace. But oh, some of you church folk lost y'all damn mind. Lost your mind. As a matter of fact, there was one pastor, his name is not important. But I saw a video of this pastor. He's now, I'm paraphrasing. He said that Pastor Jamal Bryant was basically treating his wife. Now, this is a direct quote. Like a $2 whore. And then he repeated it. He said, no, I'm not calling her a whore. I'm saying that her husband is treating her and letting her go out like a $2 whore. I'm like, all right, pastor, in the pulpit, really? This is how we talking? First of all, and I love Pastor Jamal Bryant, because I did see some video where he checked a dude because Pastor Jamal Bryant was in his church doing a sermon. He said, look, I bought the dress and I like the dress. I'm her husband, so what you think don't matter, basically. But he did say, I bought the dress and I like the dress. So, and then Karri Bryant said, basically, she said, you know what? I am no longer auditioning for public approval. She said, now, my title as First Lady and as a doctor doesn't define her. She said, she defines herself. And I always say, never let somebody else's perception of you become your reality. It doesn't matter how somebody else sees you. What matters the most is, how do you see yourself? Don't let other people put their projections and insecurities and limitations and bigotry and hate and misogyny and sexism. Let them sit in that shit. All right? Don't take that in. Don't allow them to define who you are and how you see yourself. Because as my mother, who's watching me in real time live right now, there are 2 things I've heard her say, including to me. She said, Jeannie, God didn't die and leave you in charge. No, he didn't die and leave you in charge. And this is the real good one. She said, you don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in, so who are you to judge? So to all those folks, as my mother says, God didn't die and leave your ass in charge over everybody, and you don't have a heaven or hell to put anybody in. So really, your opinion, it doesn't matter. It's insignificant. So you really can keep it to yourself. But if you can't, if your mouth is like is it like diarrhea, you just can't hold it, then say what you got to say. But to the people who are being spoken on and spoken upon, don't let somebody else's perception of you become your reality. You get to decide it. You get to define. You get to define and determine your own reality, not anybody else. Nobody. Nobody on this planet. Not your parent, not your pastor, not your preacher, not your principal, nobody. You get to make that definition. All right, so, but the dress was nice. I was like, okay. What's the marriage sign? Oh, I know. But so shout out to Pastor Jamal Bryant. And because, you know, he really could have got ugly, but I like something he said. Pastor Jamal Bryant said that because he said, I'm human, and this man and other people, but this one pastor who had just lost his damn mind. Now, however your wife dresses, or if you dress her, or whatever you buy her to wear, that's your business. Now, I know he was an older brother, but that's still no excuse. He should know better. You should have some level of wisdom. And just because you are the pastor, you are not God, and God didn't die and leave you in charge. You may have a church, I don't care how many members, he still didn't leave you in charge of everybody else. And you are just a vessel. You ain't in charge of anybody. If you're really obedient, the obedience means that allow yourself to be a vessel to speak life and positivity. And the compassion and humanity and the kind things and the wisdom and the things that will help a person to become the best version of themselves. Allow yourself to be a vessel, to be a blessing and not a burden. That's just my take on it. Okay, I'm just checking the chat room. So that's my take on it. All right, so listen, let me go back. I want to go back to what I was talking about earlier in the week. Because it's just, and then I found out this evening that there was a black man that was shot New Year's Eve, and then the news media, the corporate news media, the entertainment news media, corporately owned, really, translation, white-owned media, really don't give a shit about black people either, or people of color. They don't. Because the fact that I had to find out about this, and shout out to Karen Hunter, my sister Karen Hunter, my Taurus sister, on her show, the Karen Hunter Show on Sirius XM Urban View, channel 126. She is awesome. Karen, you have put together an incredible lineup, my sister, from Dr. Greg Carr and my man Lamont King to LaRee Daniel Favors, who I love, Clay Kane, I love my man, and he has this girl Reese on with him, and then you come on, you are just chef's kiss. You are a global treasure. And then brother Al Sharpton, and then y'all go ahead and run it back and remix it. I love it. So ICE is completely out of control. A couple days ago, they killed a 37-year-old mother of 3, Renee Nicole Good. Shot and killed by Jonathan Ross, federal agent, ICE agent, cowardly, scary ass, punk ass, shot this woman point blank, center mass, as her car was driving away. And all these MAGA cult members is coming on TV trying to get us to not believe what we see. Well, you know, she tried to run over him. No, y'all gonna stick to the lie. She did not. Stevie Wonder could see that, and his ass can't see. But he could see that woman was not, in no way was she attempting, because if she was trying to run his ass over, she would have done it. She made it a point to avoid him and veered the car to the right. And as she was passing him, Jonathan Ross, how don't we even call him Mr. Shoots at least twice. He shot one in the windshield, but as she went that way, he's standing here, and as she's driving by him, he leans, you see him leaning right into the damn passenger window and fires 2 shots, and he killed this woman, shot her center mass in broad daylight, in the middle of the street, a weekday in Minneapolis, Minnesota, close to 10 o'clock in the morning, a white woman. Now, why do I emphasize a white woman? Even though whiteness is made up. It is a made up they call it, social scientists call it a construct. That's really a fancy, nice way of saying it's some bullshit. It's a con. Whiteness, race is made up. It was made up by wealthy Europeans to basically pit poor Europeans that they call peasants against other people, poor and working class people and people of color. Go back and watch Thursday night show. Go back and watch Wednesday's night show, or Wednesday night show. Or I had it right. Wednesday's night show. But this man shot this woman and and now we find out that ICE agent shot and killed a black person. Now there were 2 people shot in Portland, Oregon, the day after, which was on. I guess that was Thursday, because Renee Good was shot, I believe, Wednesday. If it wasn't the same evening. It might have been the same evening. But this week, ICE has shot 2 that we know of, because it's probably more. They have shot 3 people, 2 in Portland, and they killed the one woman, Renee Nicole Good, in Minneapolis. And a 37-year-old white woman, a mother with 3 children, including a 6-year-old son who had lost his father about 6 years ago. So now this kid is an orphan because this scary ass, coward ass, punk ass Jonathan Ross shot this woman because supposedly, he was traumatized because 6 months ago he tried to apprehend a suspect and the suspect drug his ass. And this dude supposedly has been a federal agent for I think somewhere close to 20 years, over 10 years, and you do dumb shit? I've seen all these law enforcement officers and experts like, you never get in front of a car. You don't put yourself in front of a car, even if it's not your stupid ass. And this woman veered to the right to avoid this dumbass, and he still. So if you were that shook, and if you got PTSD, if you were that mentally shook, and that level of anxiety and trauma is so strong, you should not be on the street. Sit your ass down somewhere, put his ass behind a desk, or put him on leave of absence. But he shouldn't be roaming the streets with loaded guns. And all the people that voted for this shit or didn't vote, the 90 million people that didn't vote at all, the 77 million people that voted for this madness, from Orange Hitler, Donald J, the J stands for jackass Trump, and punk ass, racist ass Stephen Miller, and Kristi Noem with her nutty ass, and just that whole, and J.D. Vance, sit your mascara wearing ass down somewhere. Just sit down. All of you all have blood in your hands. You have the blood on your hands of this brother, and I'll get his name. The black man that an ICE agent murdered New Year's Eve. The blood of the 2 people in Portland that they shot. Fortunately, as of 7:30 when I came on camera, they are still alive. I believe still in a hospital in Portland. The blood of Renee Nicole Good is on your hands, because she is no longer with us among the land of the living, because the little scary ass, punk ass, bitch ass ICE agent who's been empowered by this wannabe Hitler, dictator, Orange Hitler, with his own paramilitary. He's turned ICE and these federal agents into his own personal military. But they're not going to save you. They're not going to save your ass. Because the people are going to shut this shit down. And the quickest way to do it, I will say this again, the quickest way to get Orange Hitler and everybody in the White House, this whole regime, the quickest way to get their attention is to get the attention of the people that put them there. It's the billionaires that have funded this bullshit, from Elon Musk to Jeff Bezos to Mark Zuckerberg and Peter Thiel's, the CEO of Google, and Tim Cook at Apple, and all of them. And the best way to get their attention, and the quickest way to get the attention, the best way to get the attention of people with money and power is to do what? Is to dig in their pockets like I got my hands in my pockets now. Dig in them pockets, bust a hole, tear a hole in them damn pockets, them pants pockets. Dig in them pockets so deep that your hand can touch the top of their shoe. The way to get people's attention with money and power is to take away that money and power. And the best way to do that is to dig in their pockets. Stop shopping. Shut this shit down. That's what it's going to take to shut this country economically, to shut the economy down. Because these people are serious. So we have to be more serious and shut this shit down. Shut the shopping down. Shut the economy down. I mean, for real, for real. Don't buy stock up, get you some toilet paper. I'm in my office, my studio is part studio, part storage room, and everything else. I'm looking at, I stock up on stuff like toilet paper and paper towel. I'm looking at some right now, over in the corner. Stock up on all of it. Whatever else you need, razors and hygiene products, whatever. Shut this economy down. Because if you dig in these CEOs' pockets, and if you shut this economy down, I guarantee you won't have to wait till November. Even though we need to show out, we got to show up and show out and take a whole army of folks with us to show up and vote. But before that, we have to shut this shit down. Shut this economy down. Shut that bitch down. Stop shopping. Don't buy nothing. Unless it's must-have essential. That's the only thing that will get these billionaires' attention, because they are the ones that are really controlling and running the country. Orange Hitler, Donald Trump, and Stephen Miller, and all these MAGA cult members, they are funded. They are bought and sold. They're like a $2 whore, but they're a little more expensive because they've taken a lot more money. So shut down the people that have funded this madness. And the way to shut them down, you shut down the economy. And you dig in their pockets. Because trust me, you dig in those pockets deep enough, you won't have to say anything. They will show up at the White House or down to Mar-a-Lago. Be like, hey, Donald, hey, you're messing up my money. Well, now we don't, because they don't really care. They don't care about ICE shooting, murdering 37-year-old white women who's a mom with 3 kids. They don't care about them shooting a black man who had 2 children. They don't give a shit about. They don't care about snatching kids out of daycare and elementary school. These billionaires don't give a shit about none of that. But what they do care about is their bottom line and their quarterly earnings reports. And the value of their stock and their company. So, the way to get their attention is to dig in their pockets. So that needs to start like now. If you are really, really pissed off about it, you can protest. And yes, call whoever represents you, whoever your congressperson is, whoever what House district in the United States Congress, the United States House of Representatives? Do you know who your congressman is in the House of Representatives, in the United States House of Representatives? If you don't, it's easy to find out. You got ChatGPT and Google use it for that. Ask it. Say, hey, my area code is 60636. Who is my U.S. House of Representative member and who is my U.S. Senator for 60636? That's a zip code in Chicago. So just ask Google or Alexa or Siri or ask I forget. There's actually a black like AI. What is it? The Digital Green Book. I forgot. Ask Aisha. I think it's something like that. But anyway, that's what you got this AI for. Put it to good work and find out, and then get the phone number and call and blow their phone up and send them an email. Call them and talk to them. And say, you co-sign for this shit. You need to start looking for, update your resume, because we're going to do everything that we can, and we're going to show up in numbers like you have never seen before. The turnout that Barack Obama got the first election, you ain't seen nothing. We're going to make that look like a day off. But in the meantime, the quickest way to shut this madness down is to shut down the dollars and to stop the flow of money to the billionaires that have bankrolled this bullshit and that have funded this madness. The puppet masters, because Orange Hitler's just a puppet. But Tim Cook and Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and Peter Thiel, Bill Ackerman, what is her name? Miss Adelson, Sheldon Adelson, who died, his wife, the DeVos family. They're the puppet masters. They're pulling the strings because they have bankrolled it. They're the ones that have, and they're still giving this fool funding all this bullshit he's trying to do toward the east wing of the White House. Dig in their pockets. I promise you. Dig in their pockets, because see, they don't think that you are pissed enough. They don't think people are, they're like, y'all not mad enough. You're not pissed. You're not really upset. Yeah, you'll go ahead and do your No Kings rally, but you ain't really upset. Because when you are really upset with something, when you're really pissed, think about it. If you really piss off with somebody, and somebody that you have done business with, or maybe somebody that you have financially supported, or that you give money, when you really pissed off with somebody, one of the first things you're going to do is stop giving them money. That's how they know that you're not pissed. You ain't really pissed to the height of pisstivity. You're not really angry. I mean, like, for real angry where you like, fuck it angry. Like, fuck it. I'll bite my nose to spite my face. I'll go without, but you will not get another penny of my money. That's where America needs to be. And until you get there, these CEOs, they know it. And they will keep funding, they will keep bankrolling this bullshit, and they will keep funding and financially supporting this madness until we dig in them pockets so deep to where they don't even have pockets no damn more. And they're like, oh shit, Donnie boy, you gonna have to stop this shit, because you are messing with my money. And until we mess with their money, they will allow this fool to keep doing all this dumb shit. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all. Thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Shout out to my brand new sponsor for 2026, Shout out to Mayor Shardell Murray of the town of Hollywood, South Carolina, and Murray's Mortuary. They have 3 locations here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area. North Charleston, South Carolina, Johns Island, South Carolina, Hollywood, South Carolina. So in your time of need, in your darkest hour, when you need someone to help you get through that horrible occasion, if you've lost a loved one, they've transitioned, and you need some professionals that can help you celebrate and honor that family member that transitioned, reach out to Murray's Mortuary. You can just do a quick Google search. You can find them, Murray's Mortuary, because they have 3 locations here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro area. And once again, shout out to Mayor Shardell Murray, the town of Hollywood, South Carolina. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. He is the CEO of Designer Cuts here in the same Charleston metro area. Check him out on Instagram, Kel B Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP. Alan Jones, who? Alan Jones, who? Alan Jones. She is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Keep me fly. So check her and her Lexi Jones collection out. LX.NCL_. LX.NCL_. All right, I want to thank everybody for watching me live. I thank everybody for the conversation in the chat room. Do not forget to please leave your comment right below. Leave your comment in the comment section, and please click on that thumbs up. Click on the like button and tell everybody that you know, everybody that you like, love, folks you really ain't that crazy about, folks you can't stand, MAGA cult members, tell them all to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel, because we're about 34 new subscribers from becoming a YouTube partner, which is so important because it will support my media company and this show financially. 1,000 new subscribers, and I'll become a YouTube partner. That means that I'll get that YouTube bag every month. They will financially, I'll get a check. They'll support the show. I don't know if it's a check or they wire the money, but anyway, I'll get some of that YouTube bread, some of that YouTube money. It is so important that we support Black-owned media. We have to have platforms that will speak truth to power, that's going to tell the truth, that's not going to lie to you, that's not going to gaslight you, that doesn't have any agenda but wanting you and everybody to live their best life and to be the best version of themselves and to be happy, healthy, whole, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, sound mind, body, soul, spirit, all of that. All of it. And we can create that, and we are going to do it. Because this madness is chaos, and it's chaos and crisis, corruption, and confusion, because this evil, this bad energy knows that it's on life support. It's about to burn out. It's about like a candle, like the last little flicker. But sometime before that little flicker, it'll flare up. It's flaring up now because it's about to burn out. But we're going to help it burn out. We're going, like a candle, candle's burning. You cover it with something. You deny it of oxygen. You smother that candle, smother that flame. We're gonna smother this hatred and evil, so the light can shine in the goodness and the joy, the love, the joy, and the happiness. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you live Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. If you missed any of this episode, go back and binge watch this and all my back episodes. The monologues have been fired all week long. Be sure to go ahead. You can copy and paste the link to the show. You can copy and paste it. You can put it in the email. You can put it in a text message. Once again, be sure to share or tag this show. You can share and tag the link. Just share and tag it on your page, all your social media pages, and everybody you know, even folks you don't know. Share and tag the show on their pages too. We'll see you Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I love you.
When Geraldine and I tell our girls about growing up in the 80s and 90s, it's like talking about a whole different planet. We used to play outside till the streetlights came on. We drank straight out of the water hose, ran everywhere, explored, got lost, got hurt, busted our knees, our heads, and our butts. Nobody knew where we were, what we were doing, or who we were with. I'm Chris Jones. I'm a rocket scientist, a minister, and a girl dad. And I have a theory about why childhood and everything else feels different now. Because gravity hasn't changed, but the price of a trip to the hospital has. Blue jeans, Jordans, gas, groceries, and health insurance. Everything is more expensive, and it's scaring us out of risk, innovation, and the joy of life itself. It was more affordable to fall, to fail, to get back up. And our parents trusted America enough to let us run free. Bankruptcy was for gamblers and crooked real estate developers, not middle-class families, not teachers, not cancer patients. I'm running for Congress because the fall of the American working class wasn't an accident. It was a political decision. Meet my congressman, French Hill, the most powerful banker in America. He's my opponent, but he's your problem too. He chairs the Financial Services Committee and fights anything that looks like consumer protection. The law to limit overdraft fees to $5.
This is a change that could save American households $5 billion in overdraft charges every year.
French Hill killed it. Yep, they even found a way to make being broke more expensive. If there's anybody who's gotta go, it's him. I'm blessed. I studied hard, earned 2 degrees from Morehouse College, then 2 masters and a PhD from MIT. I married my best friend, who's a combat veteran and an ER doctor. God gave us 3 beautiful daughters, and along that journey, I earned the votes of 319,000 Arkansans who believe we deserve better. I have good news for you. You can still go outside till the streetlights come on. We call it organizing. Just you and a few friends fighting for your freedom, standing up for each other. We have 12 months to win this election. We have a poll that makes this a 1-point race and a grassroots organization that has been growing for 3.5 years. This district is full of fighters. We're doing the hard work, and we need you to join us.